guys, I know I was supposed to make this a part 2 and it was supposed to be in depth, but I mistakenly deleted the clip that I needed that had basically the wig making from the frontal all the way up into the second bundle. Did you guys believe it? But I tried to include the clips that I do have, so hopefully you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about, so you guys could go ahead and make your own wigs. But here we go. So basically my frontal is already on and I am on my first bundle still. So basically I'm going from side to side and just flipping the track over. Now, tips that I want to give you guys when making this wig with blonde hair, I would go ahead and use blonde thread and a blonde cap. It just makes for a better wig when you're using blonde hair. And I kind of show you guys the direction I'm going to go in starting with my second bundle. So I'm going to continue finishing the U shape, and then eventually I'm going to start filling in the middle, going from side to side. And I have another video on my channel. I'm going to put the link below so you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about for reference if you guys want to go ahead and watch that video as well. And the reason why I tell you guys to use blonde thread is because just in case the wind blows, or if you want to shake your hair and do, you know, whatever, you won't be able to tell like the difference between the track and the thread. Because you see I'm using black thread because it was just my luck for me to go to the hair store and they didn't have any blonde thread, so I went ahead and used what I had. So here I am flipping the track over, and I'm just gonna continue going back and forth. So once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go on the inside and make sure that I cut the excess cap off. You want to do this because you just don't need that extra cap in there. But you want to make sure that you don't cut any thread, or you will be back remaking this whole entire wig. And who the hell wants to do that? So make sure you're taking your time when you're doing this, because you don't want to mistakenly cut any thread. And then now it's time to pluck. Now I also have a method of me plucking on my channel already, but for the sake of this video and for the simple fact that I promised you guys that I would make this in depth, I made sure that I showed you guys how I do my plucking process for blonde hair. Now for blonde hair, I feel like I like my front to be a little bit thinner than I would with black hair. It just looks more natural. So I'm gonna go in and just start plucking. I parted out 2 like half moons, and I'm gonna go ahead and start plucking behind there. The thing you want to avoid with blonde hair and any hairline when plucking is the immediate front. You don't want to start plucking from the immediate front because you will bald that bitch out, okay? And after you do that, it's kind of hard to kind of fix it. It's not really that hard, but you just don't want to bald out the front, sis. Like, just don't do that. Like, just part out and then pluck behind, okay? So it's kind of like self-explanatory when you watch the video. I don't really have to do a lot of explaining. You just follow this little method that I do with the half moons and pluck behind it, and you should be great, okay? You should be good to go. So, yeah, I'm just gonna sit still and hush, and I'll be back if I need to commentate. So right here, if you see me doing this and the hair looks wet, it's because I used water to dampen up the hair a bit. I don't know if I've said this before on my channel, but you want to pluck on damp hair. It just makes it a little bit easier, because when you're plucking dry hair, you're popping the hair out instead of really plucking it out. So it's not really like plucking when you're plucking on dry hair. You're just really popping the hair because the hair is still in the lace and it's not really being plucked out. So you want to make sure it's damp. So that's just a tip. Now, usually after I've already did my moons, my half moons, and I've plucked behind, that's when I go in the front and I start plucking out the immediate front, so that it's like a smooth transition with the plucking. So I'm going to go to the other side and take out my moons. Right here, I'm going to take out another one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just start plucking behind it. And you'll see me wetting the hair, dampening it as I go. Because, like I said, it makes it easier to pluck, and the hair is actually coming out when the hair is damp. So here you're gonna see me taking out like just some baby hairs, and I'm just gonna cut that with the razor comb. I just feel like this gives the hair more of a natural look in the front, because who the hell has long baby hairs anyway? I know not me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut those, sis. You could choose to leave yours long, but this is just how I do my wigs when I have blonde hair. And then I'm gonna go into the styling. Now the styling is pretty easy. It's nothing really tricky to it. I just really blunt it all around. And I'm using 12 inches, so I just cut off the frilly ends. And that's really about it. I use the scissors and just went around the world, blunting it up, cutting it up. And then you're gonna see me go in with the flat iron, and I went piece by piece so that every piece was, flat ironed nicely. And that was really it. Completed. Yes, and now she's ready to be installed.